This is the Changan CS95, a Chinese 7-seater family SUV that costs just 136,500 dirhams. And by the end of this review, I'm going to try and prove why it offers one of the best, if not the best, value for money propositions in its segment. Let's get started. Now, some of you may remember that we drove the Changan CS85, another smaller model, a few months ago. And in that review, I said that it was one of the best Chinese cars I had ever driven. Driving the CS95 now proves that it wasn't just a stroke of luck, but that the men and women behind the brand truly do know how to make a high-quality vehicle. The CS95 is the biggest and most expensive Changan model currently on sale, and to support its size and weight, it has been fitted with a 2-liter turbocharged engine that puts out 233 horsepower and 360 Newton meters of torque. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but believe me when I say it is more than what you will ever need driving around town. Part of what makes the drive so comfortable and enjoyable is the 6-speed automatic transmission that has been built by Japanese company Aisin. For some of you, that name may ring a bell, and that is because it is one of the world's leading transmission manufacturers. They've built transmission for cars like the Audi Q7, the Lexus LS, the Porsche Cayenne, amongst many, many others. Out on the road, it doesn't take long to notice just how well tuned the suspension on this CS95 is. It's soft and comfortable, but it isn't floaty. What I mean by that is that even though it is a big car, nearly the same length as a Ford Explorer or a Nissan Pathfinder, the handling characteristics are a lot better. In addition to a sport, eco and sand mode, there's also an auto mode that analyzes road conditions and automatically sends power to all 4 wheels as it deems appropriate. Before moving on and telling you more about the interior and features, I just want to say that I have driven many Chinese cars over the past few years, and so I simply cannot emphasize enough how much better this CS95 is to drive compared to everything else out there. If you are on the fence or perhaps a little pessimistic, I would really urge you to head down to your nearest Changan showroom and test drive the CS95 for yourself. Because within 10 to 15 minutes, and trust me, that is all you will need, you will realize why I say the CS95's true rivals aren't other Chinese SUVs, but instead cars that cost twice as much. From the way it looks to the way it feels, the build quality and design are absolutely exceptional. There's brown leather on the seats, contrasting black leather on the dashboard, door panels and center console. There's also piano black and brushed aluminium trims all around the cabin, but don't be impressed so quickly because there's a lot more. The minimal design is complemented by a digital instrument cluster display that is extremely high res and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen that is equally crisp and clear. What I do love about the infotainment screen, however, is how well it has been integrated into the overall design. With the car switched off, the screen and all the buttons around it become invisible, making it seem like nothing more than a large glass panel. Space in the back is better than expected with plenty of headroom and legroom. The seats do slide forwards and backwards as well as recline, so you can easily carry 3 adults. To make sure those in the back are also as comfortable as possible, there's separate AC controls from those in the front, a USB charging outlet and a couple of cup holders as well. When it comes to features, the Changan CS95 is as well equipped as you would imagine. The seats are power adjustable and they are ventilated and massaged. There is a panoramic roof, a 10-speaker Pioneer audio system, a 360-degree camera system with one of the sharpest resolutions I've ever seen in a car, and a wireless phone charger that is beautifully integrated into the center armrest. On the safety side of things, there's airbags, a tire pressure monitoring system, and all the usual things you would expect to be present in any car. But there's also a brilliant adaptive cruise control system, blind spot monitoring, lane departure alert, rear cross traffic alert, and automated braking, which kicks in if the driver doesn't respond in time, all of which work brilliantly and make cruising down any highway a comfortable and pleasant experience. From the outside, the CS95 is a good-looking car, and I know some of you watching right now will be thinking, well, that does look a little bit like a Range Rover. Some of you watching will be thinking, well, that does look a little bit like a Lincoln Navigator. And some of you watching will be thinking, well, that does look a little bit like a Ford Explorer. And you know what? You all are absolutely right. While it does bear resemblance to many other cars, it is still a very good-looking car. The proportions are perfect. It isn't too bulky or too tiny. It looks classy, it looks elegant, and I have a very good feeling that is exactly what the designers were going for. For just 136,500 dirhams, including VAT, you can drive home a brand new Changan CS95 in the UAE with a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty. The question is, should you? In my opinion, you should, because not only does the CS95 offer phenomenal value for money, but it also does so many things right that even far more established models from far more established manufacturers can take note and learn a few things from it. Let me know what you think of the CS95 in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.